Hey guys, in this video today we are going to go over how to stretch out your hamstrings. We're going to put together a nice little flow for you. It's more of a start with something simple, progress forward from there if it feels good. If it works out for you guys, just use it a little bit more, okay? I'm going to go over one common way that you see people always stretching out their hamstrings, and it may actually be causing more harm than good, and why. We'll go through the flow. And I would like you guys to comment below if it works for you, because if it does, then we have something that we can recommend for you going forward from here so you don't always feel like you need to stretch your hamstrings. We could talk about how to get rid of that hamstring pain or tightness altogether from here going forward, okay? My name is Dr. Dawn. I work at Performance Place Sports Care. I'm just one part of the locally world famous chiropractors here in Orange County, California. If you guys like this video, if the stuff works for you, please go to our channel. We have tons of stuff on hamstring pain. We have educational videos on what could be causing this pain. We have exercises on how to strengthen that area or other areas so your hamstrings are either stronger if you feel like they're weak, or if they are overactive and you need to activate other areas to help. We have tons of videos for that, like that for you guys. So you can just click on our channel, like and subscribe. This specific video of how to stretch your hamstrings is just one part to a whole series of how to stretch your insert word here, low back, neck, hips, knee, feet, toes, whatever it may be that you guys want to know how to stretch out. We have a whole series on that, so you can stick around to the end of the video, and this one might hop right into the next series, or you can search on our channel what you are looking for specifically, okay? So one thing I want to get into before we get into stretching our hamstrings is a test to try at home first. So I want you guys to stand up, and I'm going to cut my own head out of this video for a second, but I want to do the one common exercise that I see most people do, and I want to try something specific to see if we are testing and stretching correctly, okay? So we're going to stand up, we're going to put our feet together, okay? And we're going to go down and we're going to touch our toes. So this is how most people like to stretch their hamstrings, correct? From right here, I have a pretty good stretching feeling in the back of my hamstrings, the back of my knees. I have no types of stretching feeling in my low back or my glutes in this. If you guys also feel a stretch in low back and glutes with this, I want to test something. We're going to be here. You're going to get to a point where you're like, yep, right there is where I feel it. I want you to then look up, okay? Does this make any change to your pain? Same, better, or worse? If it makes it better, okay, then why is neck movement making some sort of difference to your hamstrings that don't connect there, okay? So we might need to talk more about a nerve-related issue with this rather than it just being tight hamstrings. So if that is something that you guys experience at home, it gets better or it changes with neck movement, not just better, but if it gets worse with neck movement too. I want you guys to go on the channel and type in something like low back pain, sciatica, or more hamstring stuff, because we go into more depth of why that specific stretch should not be good for you, okay? We're doing a lot of rounding in the low back with that stretch, okay? We could be causing more irritation to the nerves in that specific area. So now if we're gonna stretch our hamstrings, I wanna take the low back component out of it, okay? So we're gonna lay down on our back. Now we're nice and flat. There's no gravity or compression in that specific area, and we can go through our stretching from here, okay? If you guys are at home and you have a band or a towel, a big one preferably, we're gonna use this, okay? So pause the video and go grab these specific tools so we can go through our stretch, okay? So first we're gonna progress with just one side. I'm gonna use my right side. You guys can do the other side once the video is over. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to keep the knee bent, the toes up towards the head, and we're just going to go into some hip flexion and back down, okay? Hip flexion and back down. I'm just going to do 3, hip flexion and back down. This here I think of as one way to begin to warm up the hamstrings and begin to get a stretch through this top part of the hamstring, as well as turn on the hip flexors and the core muscles to aid in this specific movement, okay? So we'll start here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pause at this point and we're going to do 3 kicks and back down. Now from here is where you're gonna start to feel that stretch, right? So let's do 3 of these. And I don't want you guys to force yourself through any sort of pain or tremendous stretch. I want you guys to get to where you feel a certain type of tension. Pause, breathe, come right back out of it. Okay? Tension, pause, breathe, and then come right back out of it. And on the last one, we're going to stop at the top at that pause, breathe point, and we're going to go through toes. Okay? Toes away from me, toes towards me, toes away from me, toes towards me. You guys can support yourself here if you want, up here, or challenge yourself without the legs if you want to. But we're going through the different parts of, 1, the nerve that supplies that area, and 2, the different parts of the hamstring through this movement, okay? So again, it's hip flexion first, knee extension second, toe movement third, okay? So what are we gonna do with this stuff? I'm gonna take my band now, and I'm gonna go through that stretchiness that you guys want to achieve, but I'm doing it from the floor in a safe position for my back, keeping my legs straight and getting that pull in my hamstrings here. I'm gonna breathe through it. You can hold for time, you guys, 30 seconds to a minute if you like, or you could go for reps, in and out of it. Tension right here and back down. This is the way that I like to do it because I notice each time I do it, I can go further and further. And it's a very active way of stretching because other muscles are aiding in this movement. So you guys notice now I'm starting to get up to a point where I feel like I can maybe get further before I feel that tension. So you guys, this is a bunch of different ways that you can start to begin to stretch your hamstring in a very safe way. If you guys like this, please comment below. We'd love to hear it. If you guys have issues with some of this, please comment below because we'd love to hear it. We can make more videos based off of the information that you guys give us. Like and subscribe to our channel. Check out more stuff on hamstrings. We have tons and tons of videos there for you. If you guys have been dealing with specific issues with your hamstrings for some time now and you want some help and some guidance, we are here for you. Just give us a call or shoot us an email and we can chat about where to go from here. We are here to help guide you for a reason. You just have to reach out and let us know. Talk to you guys soon.